back flying to Milwaukee tonight. Got the Bucks tomorrow night, 8 o'clock out here on the East Coast, 7 o'clock in Milwaukee.
Make this as easy a fare as possible, knowing that you've got more work in less than 24 hours.
And steal there by Barlow. Again, Draymond Green went to the locker room with an injury in the second quarter. Quentin Grimes surrounding off. So not sure we're going to see Draymond again. No Jimmy Butler, no Stephen Curry tonight for Golden State. And this is the start of a 3-game road trip for them. As Trace Jackson Davis is fed the Sixers. 10+ his 4-string. And just like that, it's Jay Edgecombe. Rebound knocked to Horford. I was under the impression, because I have not experienced chicken yet so far this season, that was our first when we got chicken on Tuesday night. They got some in the game I didn't call with you, as Moses Moody is fouled.
Was it the Orlando? No, not the Orlando game.
Against Miami.
Miami missed.
So, apologies to everyone. 5-game flex plans are now available. I know this because there's a read right in front of me. They're perfect here for the holidays, or you can just treat yourself. Create your own file. The info, Sixers.com/flex, or you can email or call us.
Now listen, I barely pay attention to the games I'm working. You want me to start paying attention to games I'm not working?
Good honesty.
Wow.
Good honesty.
You're asking a lot.
Joel Embiid back in the starting lineup for the Sixers tonight. Lost it there. Here's Moody, led the way in the second quarter for the Warriors. And are we going to get a goaltend? Yeah.
To start paying attention to games I'm not working?
Good honesty.
Wow.
Good honesty.
You're asking a lot.
Joel Embiid back in the starting lineup for the Sixers tonight. Lost it there. Here's Moody, led the way in the second quarter for the Warriors. And are we going to get a goaltend? Yeah. And again, having a good start to the year for the Warriors. Kind of on a league-wide look. Some folks comparing him to Cam Johnson. And beat off a heel who we got to know in Brooklyn, obviously a PA guy, now in Denver this season. Podziemski up and in, finally getting onto the score sheets. He had been 0 for 5 before that one.
Crafty move, finish off that drive with a pump fake. Got the defender up in the air, frozen for a bit, was able to finish.
Embiid the skips Grimes, touch pass to Tyrese Maxey. Rebound Barlow, right back to him. Maxey gets the seconds.
Defender Richard was closing out on him, and then he took himself out of the play. Little did he know Maxey would get the ball back and shoot it again.
Podziemski way off, and that was rebound number 10 already tonight. And a great night. All right, just getting word from the Warriors that Draymond Green will not return tonight. They're saying a right foot injury. Maxey got another! 24 and counting tonight for Tyrese.
Yeah, I just don't understand how those closeouts are so late, especially when you're talking about Maxey, who's playing so well. How do you leave him open?
Yeah, Moody short on that three. Podziemski picks it up. And he's Will Richard from the other side of the floor. 22 years old. They're excited about that guy. Had a rookie best 30-point performance against the Kings last week, did Richard. And there's Joel Embiid.
Good spacing, nice simple basketball.
Moody. That one off for Jackson Davis. Edgecombe just trying to get it to Barlow. Warriors stepped in front. Al Horford making his first start as a Warrior tonight. And Richard and the Warriors turn it over. Game so far this season for Tyrese Maxey, and looking for more. Looking for more! 27 in 22 minutes tonight for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, Richard, the defender, just lost on that play. Again, Maxey wide open.
Just taking it to another level this year is our 25-year-old Tyrese Maxey.
One of the hardest things to do
on the season. Just a shade under 40% from three as Podziemski hits them both. Third right now in the NBA in points per game, a career high 32.5, and just behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in total points. Turns it over there. Jevsky finally gets that big shot to go.
Well, he hasn't really made perimeter shots, but he's been attacking via the dribble, has Bajemski.
Sixers shooting much better than the Warriors as a team, but back-to-back turnovers for the Sixers. And we know, again, the Warriors are not going to go away. Winton post, can't connect. Moody, second opportunity, back to Jonathan Kuminga. Frustrated Nick Nurse calls, you do. Got Grimes, Edgecombe, Embiid, Barlow, and Maxey, the 5 Sixers on the floor right now. Double comes from Kuminga. Maxey asking for it cross court. Shot clock at 3, and the scoop will not count. Even though it was beautiful, Maxey, nightly basis.
Certainly fun to watch.
Embiid from the elbow.
It's a one way to break the zone. Get it to the foul line, right in the heart of the defense. Have your 7-footer knock down jump shots.
Good to have the big fella back. His 8th game of the season tonight. Played in that double overtime loss to Atlanta on Sunday. Moses Moody up and in. And then didn't play in the blowout win over the Wizards here on Tuesday. Sixers looking for their first back-to-back wins, actually, since the end of October. 11 wins on the season, but it's been trading off with wins and losses since then. Embiid again. Taking the youngster post to school.
Reaching in.
You're number 10 in the NBA for the big fella. And now word from fan. Embiid hits them both. So a dozen in 23 minutes so far tonight for Embiid. D'Anthony Melton, first game in a year, and D. Melton rattles it home. Again, played the first 6 games of the season last year for Golden State, and they loved him. He was a perfect fit alongside Curry. And then tore the ACL, had surgery a year ago today. So it is just great to see Melton back. Warriors so happy to have him.
Well, he fit in well last year because he plays really good defense, and he's very adept offensively, and not just scoring, but running the show.
Kuminga guarded by McCain. Nice move, just couldn't finish by Kuminga. Asking for the whistle. Embiid, the drive and kick. Grimes doing the same. Maxey's got 27.
Looking to post up.
Just a little too heavy on that touch.
Yeah, I think with one another.
A little too high there. Melton, no. And that is going to be a season high for Dominic Barlow. Rebound number 11 tonight for us. Allowing the Warriors just a little bit of hope about staying in this one.
Playing into their hands right now. You don't want to be doing that.
Let's close the door. Again, first half of a back-to-back for the Sixers. Kuminga, no. Maxey. Can't get that one to fall.
Looks like he got a flat tire on the way in. Slipped a little.
Ooh, Barlow almost had a steal there. Says Stephen Curry made 300 or more threes in a season in his NBA career. And again, this season 17 for Steph, as D'Anthony Melton is fouled. And your answer, sir?
I'm going.
Can we just appreciate, was I the only one who loved the yellow just 6 times coming in? That was great timing.
Very subtle.
Okay, but here's a NBA. Every other player to ever suit up in the association, how many times has everyone else combined hit 300 or more threes in a season? I'm going to say 5.
I'm not guessing. I was way off with 14, so I'm just going to sit this one out.
Okay, and the answer, according to our producer, who is telling me I'm wrong in my ear, which I hear often, 4. Wow.
Shows you the scope of his accomplishments.
Edwards, shot clock winding down off the heel, rebounds grabbed by Kuminga.
Well, and some people would argue that he's one of the reasons why the league plays the way they play right now, shooting as many threes as they do. On the move, you are tougher to defend that way.
Yeah. Melton hits them both, and for those of you who wanted more detail, as I always do, the other 4 to have 300 plus, former Sixer James Harden, Anthony Edwards, Malik Beasley, and former Golden State Warrior Klay Thompson.
Okay.
So now you all have a number of trivia questions for the water cooler tomorrow. Tyrese Maxey for 29.
So my 14 was really overestimating things. Wow.
But I mean, that just speaks to how much Stephen Curry has changed the game, that we feel like he has done it for 14